We're still discussing subsidy. As I said, it's the biggest news. Everybody's debating and saying all their various views on it. We'd like to hear from our own callers this morning. Please call in and let us know, do you agree with NLC on this strike, or do you agree with the administration that subsidy should go? Let us know your reasons. You can call us on 08127053687, 09139076948. You can also tweet us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweet. So as I said earlier, NLC reaction is not surprising. I mean, even I've been expecting it. I was shocked that they're not yet on the streets. It was supposed to be Friday and then they moved, because when the president made that statement, I thought the very next day NLC would be on the road. But hey, it's taken a few days to plan it, and they're now working together for Wednesday's strike action. I heard that TUC has had a meeting with the presidency yesterday, or maybe it was even today. They're having a meeting. It was in the papers over the weekend, when they made their own demands on what they want. NLC should be having another meeting with TUC again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow NLC shows up if they are able to make an agreement. But my question is, what kind of middle ground do we hope NLC would look for? What kind of middle ground should we have? Because everybody across board, as we said earlier, agrees that the subsidy should go. But the pain of it, Nigerians are feeling it. So again, are we willing to sacrifice this pain, or are we saying that we trust that the government would not do what they said they would do? So we are not going to trust them, and we're not going to accept this removal at this point.
Okay, so we remember there was already a meeting, and NLC met with federal government. Yes. But they said it was a deadlock, you know. So I would like to hear why that happened. So what is it that NLC did not agree with, and what was it that the federal government decided, you know, to put on the table? And that would, you know, give us some sort of understanding. We know that NLC would always go back to the fact that our minimum wage is, you know, compared to our, you know, the situation on ground, it makes no sense. And I heard the president saying that that's one of the things that they're going to look into. If the minimum wage is not the issue, then what is the issue? I know that we've talked about this many times, so could it just be the refineries they're talking about? Should we put down the refineries? Is the federal government saying that these refineries, the subsidy removal will go ahead even without the refineries being ready? Could it be, you know, there are just so many things, and until we hear from them what was it that was disagreeable to them, I don't think this should be made into a political issue. I don't think this is even a political issue. We need to understand that Nigerians are crying and Nigerians want some things to be addressed. Right. But we need to also understand that here we are right now. We can't keep going back to, you should have said, how should you have said? The next step for me, I believe, is what is happening now. There is a table. We are talking about it. And these are the agreements, or these are our demands. Where can we meet in the middle? Okay. But what is the middle that NLC wants? If the minimum wage that federal government is proposing is going to increase is not enough for them, what exactly are they asking?
Let me take this call from Hassan. Good morning, Hassan. Are you there? Thanks for calling.
Hey, everybody.
You're live.
Please, Morayo, point of correction. I'm not one of those Nigerians that are against subsidy. Okay. Subsidy will not go. My point here is, what should go is the criminality, the fraud in the subsidy. That is my own humble opinion. And that is the opinion of majority of Nigerians. So let us get it corrected. Number two, please, let people go back to a drawing board and get to understand what is called subsidy. The so-called New World, the America, the Europe, are still subsidized. So that means subsidy is a good thing. So what are we talking about? With the increment in the price of petrol in Nigeria today, everything will go up. That shows you the sensitive nature of energy. We move around. We carry goods around. The price of goods and services will go up. A lot of things will go up. Why are they afraid? I've been saying it right from Buhari's era. Why are you afraid to go for the fraudsters? Why are you going for us? That is the issue. That's my question.
Thank you very much, Hassan. Yeah. So, I mean, last week I had mentioned the fact that fuel is like an international product. We all buy Mac. I used the example of Mac makeup, hair, Brazilian hair, even phones that we use. Everybody has a phone. It's not produced in Nigeria. But we make that sacrifice to buy, because it's not, they import it from China, they import it from wherever. And we find that money to buy it because we feel it's needed. This fuel either is not produced here, it's not refined here. it is brought in, it's an international product, but yet we are paying the local price for it. So we're saying that we've been subsidizing for X amount of years. We can't continue to subsidize it. So we must pay that international price unless we start producing it in Nigeria. And that breaking the Dangote is the refinery. So if we have that analogy in mind and say, okay, this thing must go. Why is it so difficult for an NLC to understand that this international product that we are using, that we all need, we cannot continue to pay subsidy on it? Is it so difficult for NLC to get that? Or why do they continue to insist on these products that Nigerians will buy, even if, especially if it was a phone, almost all Nigerians now have phones?
We don't buy phones every week. Neither do we buy phones every month. Even your Mac powder, you use it for 6 months or 1 year. And if it is finished, you can do without it. This petrol is more like life. We need it to run our businesses. We need to run our cars, our generators. We don't have electricity. We need it for a lot of things. So it's a very essential commodity that government has tried so far to subsidize, which I doubt that subsidy, because the truth is everything will still be open. Breeze will soon blow. And let me not say the remaining one. You will understand the adage. Everything. I still do not believe that subsidy was even paid for this number of years that they're talking about. That's one. I still don't believe that. Now, secondly, we're not saying now we have a table. We have a table. They have to come and prove it and give us the data. Is it not the data they're still looking for now? They're looking for data, and you want me to believe it. I've been reading the paper since on this place. Leave that one. So we have a table now. What I expect NLC to do is to say, we understand that subsidy has to go so that we can use the money allegedly used to pay subsidy to attend to other infrastructure in the country. But there are some things that you would have put in place to enable a seamless transition, which we don't have. That's fine. We're moving to solutions now. We're not looking at the past. Why don't we, because these people have old products that will serve us for a number of months, right?
1 month.
1 month. Why don't we add just a little money on top, because we're speculating that by the time they go back to buy, they will need to spend more, and not allow them give the current price on the old product. There's a way you do these things. We're business people. As a personal business, not even government-supported business.
For old product that you need to restock. I'm not going to restock with the old money. So if I heard you. So if you
will add something, though. You will add something, but you will not give us because you have not bought it. You have not bought it. You may get so. Let's say you are buying this. You are buying the product now for 500 naira, right? And you know that if you finish selling this one, when you go back, because there's no more subsidy, you will buy for 1,000.
Exactly.
You now decide to start charging the customers 1,005 for what you are going to buy 1,000. And you are selling the one of 500 naira and charging 1,005. You see where the cheating is? So even
they don't pay it in advance. Subsidies are paid after. So if they say that it's gone on that 20, now that's why that statement was very powerful. As they said that subsidy is gone, it means that from today, you cannot calculate and tell me to pay, because they don't pay it in advance. So that's price they are selling now. They will go and reconcile after. That's why we're always having confusion regarding the consumption, because we're not paying it.
So I guess for NNPC will also, in response to that, what they may say, they said that federal government owes them 2.8 trillion. So this is what they've bought without government handing them the money
for the subsidy.
So
I don't
know. Let me come to you.
Their response, but it's not enough.
Let me take this call. I'll come to you. Praise, you're live. Thanks for calling.
Morning, madam.
Go ahead.
Yes, I've been watching your program. The only thing there, the comparison there. Hello, are you with me?
Very well. Go ahead, please.
Yes, the comparison that you have compared with Brazilian hair and you can't compare fuel. Everybody uses fuel everything. It affects everybody. When you buy Brazilian hair today, can you buy it tomorrow? If you see your time today, it will take you for 1 or 2 weeks. You must buy another, but you cannot compare Brazilian. You said this thing last week. I called you. My line goes to, I used to mention it. Don't compare Brazilian.
Okay.
Please, don't do that. It's not about table. You buy Brazilian, you buy tomorrow. You buy every day. Why every day? It affects everything. Please don't compare the two.
Thank you, Praise. So the point I was trying to make was that we are constantly using imported products. So it might not be Brazilian hair you buy. So you buy one Brazilian hair today, you buy a pair of trousers again, you buy maybe your phone, then you buy there are different items we all have that's imported. So there are different ways of looking at these things. But the point I was trying to make is that we all use international products all the time. We're willing to pay. Diesel has been has been deregulated for a long time, and people have adjusted to that pricing. So there are different ways of looking at it. But I hear you. It's your view. Let it count. Go ahead.
So
Yes.
I don't. All of us on the table don't support the NLC going on strike. I don't think it will solve any problem. It won't solve any problem at all.
Going on strike yet.
It will not be. It won't solve problem because if it solves the problem they want to solve, which is taking us back to subsidy, we would have a bigger problem. We have a problem on ground. Let me remind Nigerians because of what I said earlier about the presidency, people might think, okay, maybe I'm a supporter of subsidy. I believe Nigerians need to subsidize fuel because we are a largely poor country. But Nigeria isn't actually subsidizing fuel for Nigeria. That's the problem. We are subsidizing fuel for the entire West Africa. And the government has tried to solve the corruption in fuel subsidy, and they couldn't. And the burden of subsidizing fuel for the entire West Africa is crippling our economy. So the solution is, let us just stop fuel subsidy. And to a large extent, I understand when you've done all you can and there's no such solution, you will do the only other option available, which is to remove subsidy. Based on where we are now, how do we ensure that Nigerians understand the journey? It's a painful one.
Fantastic.
So the president has promised us renewed hope. He has come on the campaign and said he knew the problem. And everybody will know. Go back and check on YouTube. I was reiterating the kind of problem the new president was going to come and meet.
And he also said, don't pity me. I know the work.
Yes.
He said, don't pity me.
Based on that, the president is not ready. We're not setting him to sleep. We're setting him that he would do the necessary work to give us that hope by letting us know the plans he has. There must be a plan.
Yes.
And Nigerians will know we're suffering it for a while. It's going to be a serious suffer.
Okay, in addition to that, I wanted to bring the NLC part.
That's what I'm going to. Okay. So when NLC, and Nigerians will not tell NLC that we know you're not fighting for us. Because at the end of the day, when settlements happen, in the face of it, you fight for us. But when there are settlements, you will be covered and all of us will be left alone.
So
because it's the conspiracy theory that has been backed up with years of what we keep hearing.
So if
they say there's a strike now, what will happen? Businesses will shut down.
NLC, I don't want us to just state the problems again. What we expect of NLC, what would like NLC to do? What I would like you to do? Like you said, what compromise?
Governments to do. Governments should give us a framework of how they would help Nigerians. Yes. And the framework, please, Nigerians understand, the framework will not mean there's a solution in the short term. All of us will have to bear that pain. But Nigerians want to see that the government is also suffering. You know, they want to feel that maybe a policy of all the government workers will not be getting free fuel because we know majority of government workers get free fuel. They don't pay for their fuel. So all government workers are also buying this 500 and fuel we are buying. And we will see in the budget that this money is being saved.
So what I want to be hearing from Labour is what you are saying.
Yes.
Say, okay, you are going to increase minimum wage from this amount to this amount.
Yeah.
You know, it's important now because right now minimum wage is 30,000 naira. If they're saying that, so if government says, I am going to save, no, it can be immediate. When I start saving that money, for example, I can say from January 2024, this is how much I'm going to start paying for minimum wage. You never know.
You are informed. We're not saving any money. We were borrowing money to pay subsidy. So we're not saving.
So we're just going
to stop ourselves from borrowing. So we don't have that money.
So let me pause us for a second because I don't want us to just assume that NLC is going to go there to negotiate for their own personal reasons. I want us to go, and if they're not sure what to negotiate for, let us as Nigerians say what we hope that you can negotiate with the government to ensure that this money that is saved is adequately used. Let me take this call and I'll come to you, Mariam. I have a caller. Good morning, are you there?
Don't have any.
Okay, I'm sorry, I lost that call.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.